Part 2 of 3. 7 questions on rack chunking. 15 seconds each. Pause if you want longer. What is the parent document? Small to big. Strategy. Search with the small chunk, but hand back the big one. It's the direct answer to the trade-off in the last 2 questions. Small chunks match precisely, so use them for the search. But the model needs surrounding context to reason well, so once you found the match, return the larger block it came from. You stop having to choose. Why is splitting a markdown document on headings usually better than character counts? Because a human already did the work for you. A heading is an author explicitly declaring that a new topic starts here. That's better information than any heuristic you could design, and it's sitting right there in the file. Whenever your documents carry real structure, use it. Inventing boundaries when the document already has them is throwing away free signal. You're chunking a PDF with tables. What's the main risk? The table gets separated from its header row, and the rows become anonymous numbers. Think about what the model then sees, a column of figures with no idea what any of them measure. And it will still answer, confidently, from data it fundamentally cannot interpret. Tables want to be kept whole, or to have their headers repeated into every chunk. What is contextual retrieval? Contextual chunk headers. You prepend a short generated line explaining where the chunk sits, which document, which section, what it's about, before you embed it. Suddenly that often, it must be renewed within 30 days becomes something the embedding can place. The pronouns resolve. It costs an LLM call per chunk during indexing, and it measurably moves retrieval quality. How should you chunk source code? On function and class boundaries, and code punishes bad chunking harder than prose does. Half a paragraph still communicates something. Half a function communicates something actively wrong, it looks complete, it passes as an idea, and the part that mattered is missing. Use a real parser and split on the syntax tree. What's wrong with picking a chunk size because a blog post recommended it? Because the right number is a property of your documents, not a constant someone can publish. Dense legal clauses where every sentence is load-bearing want something completely different from rambling meeting transcripts. And it depends on your questions too. Precise lookups want small, broad synthesis wants large. Borrow the starting point, absolutely. Just don't skip measuring. How should you actually choose a chunking strategy? Measure it. Write 30 or 50 questions your users would genuinely ask. Note which document actually answers each one, then check how often your pipeline retrieves it. Now, chunk size is an experiment with a number attached rather than an opinion to engineers argue about. This is the least glamorous advice in the episode and by far the most valuable. That's part 2. Part 3 picks up right where this left off. It's linked below, along with the full episode.